The time is now 5:52 on this Tuesday morning, and here's what you need to know before you go.
We now know the names of the two people who died in an ATV crash in Carlton County. The sheriff's office received a call Saturday night about an ATV crash in the forest northeast of Cromwell. Responders found two people dead, 48-year-old Lisa Westendorf of Cloquet and 59-year-old Glenn Burdick from Iowa. Investigators say the pair was separated from their group and were later found overturned in a ditch filled with water off Ditch Bank Forest Road. Burdick was driving the ATV, and the crash remains under investigation.
Some sad news today from the Duluth Fire Department. One of their own who recently retired has passed away. The department announcing former fire equipment operator Steve Swanson died unexpectedly over the weekend. He just retired in May at the age of 52 after 15 years with DFD. Now this photo you see here shows a heartfelt send-off featuring nearly 12 Northland Fire, Police, and EMS departments escorting his body. Now, according to Duluth Fire, Swanson's thoughtfulness will live on, as his last wish was to provide others the gift of life through organ donation.
If saving lives wasn't motivation enough, Memorial Blood Centers has added an extra incentive for donors amid a dire need for blood donations. Anyone who donates blood through Memorial Blood Centers between Wednesday, August 27th and Wednesday, September 3rd will be entered into a drawing for an all-expense-paid vacation for two. The package is through Winspire, and you can choose from 5 destinations. We have that list on our website. There's also where you can find information on where and when to donate. Memorial Blood Centers recently declared an emergency blood shortage in Minnesota. They say the summer months, especially around Labor Day, bring a sharp drop in blood donations and a big uptick in need as people celebrate the end of summer.
In a warning from health officials this morning, as a contagious disease is making its way through several daycares in Duluth, health officials say they are seeing a rise in hand, foot, and mouth disease. Pediatrician Merrick Knutson with Essentia Health say it's a good reminder that you can get the disease multiple times. She says the biggest problem is symptoms like the hand, foot, and mouth rash tends to come 3 to 6 days after exposure to the disease, meaning the virus has already spread at that point, according to Knutson. Most rashes tend to go away in a week, but regular hand washing and sanitizing toys and shelves, drinking fluids, and staying home are the best practices for recovery.
Some Northland College students are back to hitting the books. UMD, Lake Superior College, and the Minnesota North campuses all had their first day of classes Monday. UMD welcomed 2,300 new undergrads, which is about 5% more than last year and makes it the largest incoming class in recent years. LSC is celebrating its 80th year this fall. St. Scholastica and UWS students head back next week. By the way, this fall marks the first semester that Northland College in Ashland is no longer in operation after shutting down amid financial issues last spring.